we may or may not be live. I think we're live. Okay. Hey folks. Today we are going to be playing a new paper computer game by Chris. Chris is here with us today, as fortunate as that may be. And yeah, we're going to play his PCG. So yeah, let's play a paper computer game. All right, so, yeah, Chris, welcome.
What's up?
Yo.
Thank you.
How is it going, good sir?
It's going pretty good. I'm enjoying the nice weather over here.
Excellent.
But we didn't come here to gab about the breed.
That is true.
We came here to play a paper computer game, and it's actually one that I teased. Well, I forget, it was a week or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I'm like one of
one of the live streams, I think. But yeah, it was the PCG Anniversary Special 2, and I drew a rough title screen for that. And this is a sequel to the game I made. I don't know. 20 years ago?
Yeah.
More?
Yeah.
About what was that about? I don't remember.
It was an
anniversary.
Yeah, it was the PCG Anniversary issue, number 76, I believe. And for those not in the know, the PCG Anniversary Special, let me just tell you guys, it was the most epic paper computer game ever made of all time. Just hands down, Ghost, forget it. Like Balzac Globotron, get out of here. Like PCG Anniversary Special, number 76. Dude. So yeah, according to you, since I don't remember the story at all, it is like it was.
I barely remember.
It was about it was me, Zach, and I had to, one of my continuing adventures, but I had to rescue JFK, the president at the time. And it was sort of like the culmination of everything paper computer games had been up to that point. Like Zuvak was there, the company was there, like probably the farmer was there because, there weren't that many characters, but, whatever characters they were there. And it was this massive sprawling adventure. And I specifically remember there were lights all around the edges of the cover announcing how epic this was. So, yeah.
Yeah.
You are finally making a follow-up to that epic adventure, which I'm sure, everyone has been eagerly awaiting all these many years,
And nobody even knew it existed, but they have been eagerly awaiting it, yes. And we can't even remember the plot exactly, but yes, you had to rescue the president, who was, for some reason, JFK. And I think there was a part where there was sharks in a tank that you had to escape from. It was kind of a Bond thing. There was a little bit of a spy element to it.
The sharks. Yes.
There was something like that. I think you fell into a kiddie pool with a shark in it, or I don't know. There was a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
But it was definitely the longest, most character-packed game up until that point.
Yeah, for sure.
And I do believe that even though it was called the PCG Anniversary Special, it was not celebrating an anniversary. I do not think there was any day in particular that I could peg the start of paper computer games to, and I doubt even further that it was actually on that day that we played that game. I think it was totally made up.
Totally just random.
Yep.
You could have and you didn't
in
even
that
set it
same
on
vein.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. I was saying in that same vein, the sequel is also random. So get ready for that. That's a spoiler.
Yeah. The proud tradition continues.
That's right. But all right. So that's the background. Is there anything else we need to say about that before I set up this game and let you start playing it?
No, I think that's basically it.
Okay. Well, it's been quite a while since part 1, and many things have happened in the PCG universe since then. And that's all clear. We're all clear on that.
Yes.
So, in the year 2021, Zach, in paper computer games, is back.
Woo!
You, sir, are yourself again.
Yeah.
In this PCG. So I'm going to so let me set the scene. Bronzeco presents a paper computer game production. The PCG Anniversary Special 2. And I'm going to send you the title screen.
Yes.
I should have timed this better, but there it is. This is the real title screen.
Oh my gosh, that is epic. That is so cool. Look at that. The lights around the edges, but oh man. Oh, is that Grand Fresnel? Dude.
Listen, I don't know. I'm
right.
just a messenger here.
This is so cool. The colors look great. The glow effects. Oh man. So cool.
That's something I didn't mention. That this one, we've taken leaps forward in technology since the first anniversary special. And this one, just like the original one, is in no way connected to an anniversary. But this one will be in full color.
Yeah.
It can be weird color, but it's going to be fully color. So get ready for that. Okay, so here's the scene. Zach, you're Zach.
All right.
You've been on countless adventures. You've done it all. You've seen it all. You've been through so many things, right? And we pick up where you're actually, and you know, maybe this story of how you got here is for a different time, but you're on the Tabernacle.
Whoa. I'm on the Tabernacle. The starship
Yes,
from Balzac Globetron.
Yes, that is exactly right. And
Heck
how
yeah.
it came into your possession, that's a whole other thing. Maybe we'll find out that some other time. But for right now, you're on the Tabernacle, and you've just gone on a mission and you don't fully understand the Tabernacle. Let me just say that. There's no other kind of spoilers there. But you just went on a mission to kind of create peace among an alien race out deep space, right? And you have used a new device that you came across in your travels, the sand annotizer.
Yes.
And you used that device to because the alien race that you were trying to, there's two warring factions, and they're basically like weird hermit crabs, and you were able to use the sand annotizer to send messages through to the different hermit crabs through grains of sand, and it was really epic, and you were able to figure it out, and you brought peace to the hermit crab world.
Sweet. In that previous PCG, which we're never going to get to see.
In this previous, yes. Well, hey, this is all backstory. So if you want to see that, hit me up in the comments. But this is just this is just setting the scene. This happened, but it's just, anyway. So you're coming back from there when you get a hail from it's kind of deep in space. So you can't identify the signal, but you start picking up a hail. What do you do?
I'll respond to it. And by the way, just a random question: is the rest of the Tabernacle crew from Balzac Globetron aboard the ship? Like, is Balzac Globetron on the ship, or are they somewhere else?
No. So you have no history of how the Tabernacle came to be, or you found it empty, and so there's kind of a robotic autopilot. You can't do most of the things with it that you could do in Balzac Globotron because it's mostly on autopilot. But there is no crew at the time. You used it, you acquired it in a previous adventure, but you're just on skeleton robotic crew.
All right. So yeah, I will answer the hail.
Okay. Up on the screen pops this.
Oh my gosh. It's Zuvak.
It is.
Yeah.
Zach in his eyes, Zuvak.
Yo, Zuvak. How's it going?
It is going okay. Zach, I need you to recognize me. Do you know who this is?
Yeah, you're Zuvak.
Okay, good, because I want to make sure that you understand who I am, because I'm calling very long distance.
Why wouldn't I recognize you, Zuvak?
Well, the connection's a little spotty. I don't know if you can. You're kind of warping in and out. I don't know. You might mistake me for somebody else.
Okay. All right. So,
are you mistaking me for somebody else, Zach?
I don't think so.
Because I am Zuvak.
That's exactly who I thought you were. So we're good.
Okay. Good. Listen, I have a very important message for you.
All right. What is it, Zuvak?
Something terrible has happened, and you're the only one out in space enough to be able to respond to it. Unfortunately, through a series of insane events, JFK has been kidnapped.
Oh no! Again?
That's right. He's been kidnapped, and we don't know by exactly who, but somebody's whisked him away to some alien world that's really far out in space. You thought you were far out now, but it's even farther out. It's like the far end of the universe, on just some total backwater. My scans don't even really know what's out there.
Oh shoot!
But we're basically at the edge of communication range. Once you go farther, we're gonna cut out.
Oh shoot!
But I know that. Well, look, I obviously keep careful watch over the goings on of Earth, and keeping tabs on the presumed dead John F. Kennedy is one of my major concerns. And obviously, since the last time you rescued him, he's been living a quiet, contemplative life in a bunker along with Elvis Presley.
Of course.
And they get along great. But he's been kidnapped again. He's gone from the bunker. Elvis is all right though. But he's been kidnapped, and I don't know why. I don't know motive. I don't even know who it is, but I've been able to trace his signal right to the edge of space. And the only habitable world outside range is planet K6.
K6. Okay.
Planet K6. And I know very little about the planet. I know that it supports life, human life.
Mm-hmm.
But, that's the only one in range. And I saw some... the signatures leaving that were around JFK is similar to the standard whiz-bang spaceship going out. So it can't have gone too much farther. So that's really the only place they could be.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
So here's the thing. You just gotta go rescue him. All right.
All right. It's what I do.
Thank you, Zach. What's up?
Nothing. That's what I do. I rescue dead ex-presidents when they're captured and brought to alien worlds.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you. All right. Well, I think you're breaking up here. I've got to go handle some robot, and he's gone.
All right, Zuvak. Whew. I got a mission from Zuvak. Man, it's been a while.
That's right. So what do you do?
All right, well, let's set course for planet K6.
Okay, you do so. You notice as you get closer to it, Zuvak was absolutely right. You're so deep out in space that you're losing all your sensors. There's nothing for them to bounce off of. There's no like kind of infrastructure set up to kind of make them work. So, you're really kind of flying blind here. Other than just kind of pointing yourself in the right direction, you've lost communication with Earth, and you're just kind of continuing on. Cool. As you get close, you see the planet up ahead.
Uh-oh.
And you see this. Well, yeah, this is just the scene. You don't technically see it, but...
So cool. Oh my god, look at this, the tabernacle. That is a gorgeous rendition of the tabernacle, let me just say. And oh man, that planet, oh, so cool. So much coolness. Oh. All right, we're here. We're at the planet.
Okay, but there's a giant planet. You don't have any signals.
Mm-hmm.
You know or presume that JFK is somewhere on it. How do you figure out where to land? Also, let me actually back up a second. Just basically where to kind of entry. Mm-hmm. The tabernacle is a big ship.
Yeah.
Right? Atmospheres can't support it.
So it can't land in it.
Yeah, you can't land, but you have satellite craft. Mm-hmm. You have a little you have a couple, but one that from this, I should have mentioned this before with Zuvak, but from the atmosphere of this planet that it actually is fairly thin it's oxygen rich, but the other chemicals and air currents and other sciencey things that I'm going to gloss over is that like you can't have too large of a craft coming in. And the one that fits the bill for you is a little gadget that you picked up. And oh shit, what was it called? Hold on. It was. Oh, hold on. I think I wrote it down somewhere.
All right.
But anyway, keep thinking of ideas. I'll be right back.
All right, sure. I'll respond to chat for a second. All right. So, Yak says I went to create an article for this game, but there already is one, so now there are two. All right. Well, I can like merge the two articles later, Yak, and combine the information from both. So I'll do that later. Let me go back a bit and see what everyone was saying. So excited. We'll finally catch a stream. Woo.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yo.
It's a rocket-powered surfboard by the name of Funkboard Jet 1000.
Yeah.
Definitely worth me writing down that name.
Wait,
it is the Funkboard. What's that?
Was that the same board from like your game from the roundabout, the one that the what was it, the Dwap Fox was riding?
That is a very good question, and no, unfortunately, it is not the same. But that would have been a cool thing to. I believe it's not the same. I'll have to look at the design of it. Okay. But
alrighty.
But yeah, anyway, and people and this is like a kind of a culture out in space. They're called funk boarders, who participate in this hobby. But anyway, so you have your funk board Jet 1000. How are you detecting where you're going to descend in this?
I'm gonna scan for signs of life if I can do that.
Yeah, so you get so your scanners can kind of get a kind of a picture, but yeah, they're decreased efficiency because there's no other technology around, like other satellites, or to kind of help assist. So they're kind of weaker. And unfortunately, this planet is it's teeming with life. So it's not a barren planet. It's a very green, lush planet. So you're not picking up any one particular thing that would be like, you can't tell like what type of thing it is.
Right. All right. But that's localized to a particular area?
Yeah, I mean, you can tell that, there's vast oceans that you can discount, because you're not detecting any, unless there's like some submergible down there. You're not, seeing that there's anything going on there. And then there's some kind of the inhospitable poles, where it doesn't seem like that could actually support life. So you're really just looking at like the verdant cradles, of which there are a bunch. So you've got about, 40% of the planet still to narrow down. Okay.
So, are there any signs of like technology, artificial structures, things like that?
That's a great question. No, there aren't. Seems completely devoid.
All right. In that case, shoot, what else would I look for? Are there any energy signatures, like maybe like weird electricity happening, like electrical discharges, that sort of thing?
Yeah, so there are, there's concentrations of higher energy pockets, where there's like more, just like energy happening. You can't exactly detect like what type, but if you just look at those, it kind of narrows you down to about 20% of the planet.
Okay. Shoot. We're down to 20%. What else can I look for? Where would he be? I mean, what did whoever kidnapped him? Did they just like drop him in the middle of like a jungle or whatever? Well, okay. Which is like the most intense of the electrical discharges? Is there like a difference?
There is. So there is a scale, and the most intense kind of narrows you down to like one large jungle on the planet.
Okay. Well, that's a start. Let's go down and head down to that jungle and kind of fly over it and look visually for anything that might stand out.
Sounds good. Okay, so you do so. You go down in your funk board, since that's the only way you can get low enough to really visually see. And you're flying over, you're zooming over the jungle. And you kind of, first of all, it just like looks like, okay, a lot of canopy. So you're not really able to see down too far. But then you happen to see like a trench, like almost thing, like a deforested area that's just like this kind of weaving through. That kind of catches your eye. And you see these dust clouds coming off of it. And first it looks like one as you're farther away, one big dust cloud. And then you notice it's like, wait, no, there's actually two dust clouds. And then as you get closer, you see this.
Uh-oh. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, so cool. Oh my god, me on the board. Oh my god, it's a dinosaur chasing a dude. Oh my god. Yes. I like how the sun is red. That is awesome.
You instantly recognize the man running away as the once and former president John F. Kennedy.
Yes.
And you also recognize the dinosaur as deadly.
That is some astute recognizing skills I've got there.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so I'm going to try to pull up alongside JFK, match speed with him, and like grab him and pull him onto the board with me.
Okay, so you run down, you fly down, and JFK's like, and he gets so startled by you, he stops in his tracks, and the dinosaur eats him.
Save game. Okay. So I'm going. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna fly up behind him while he's still running and grab him before he sees me.
Okay, so you fly up and you grab him. While he's still running, he just kind of lifts off. He's freaking out. Seems like he's had a disorienting day. As powerful as your funk board is, with the weight of 2 humans, it's not as fast as it once was. And this dinosaur just completely closes on you and eats you both.
Oh, save game. Well, can't I go? Well, what if I try just flying straight up to get out of his reach?
That's a good call. Yes, you fly, you grab him and you just like kind of bag straight up, and it's like, the jet from your funk board is blasting down, and it's like kind of getting in the dinosaur's face as he's trying to jump up, and he's like, roar. But then he like kind of goes to the side and then bites you and eats you from the side while jumping up right before you're out of the range.
Shoot. Save game. Okay. Whoops. What am I doing? All right. So, what I am going to do is, do I have anything on me with me, like inventory?
You have the sand anatizer.
I'll fly up like right behind the dinosaur's head and like poke him right in the eye with the sand anatizer.
He tosses his head and it smacks you down. Your jet goes crazy and you explode into the trees.
So I'm dead.
Yes, sir.
All right, save game. All right, so what do I try instead of that? What if I just like?
I will note.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna try flying in front of the dinosaur's face to distract him and get him chasing me, so that JFK can get away.
Okay, so you do that and you kind of distract the dinosaur, but like the jet blasting in his face like really ticks him off, and it's like more than distracts him. It's like hurts him and he's like really mad, and so instead of like just following you, he just like jumps above you and then crashes down and bites you and eats you.
Save game. All right. So I think what I need to do here is I need to use the jet to like the rocket or whatever, the jet, to hit him in the eye. Like I'll come up behind him, fly over his head, and then angle the jet to hit his eye, and then before he can react, angle it to hit the other eye.
Oh, I see. Just jet him right in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you blast him in the eyes, and he's like, "Whoa!" He's like temporarily blinded, and he's stomping around and going nuts, and whacking his head all around, and it's just total chaos. And JFK's running, and but like in the melee and all, like it's just going too crazy. JFK's trying to dodge this way and that way, and eventually just the beast just collides with him and steps on him.
Save game. All All right.
I do want to note something that I forgot to mention earlier. I
All right.
apologize that I keep forgetting to mention this. Your sand anatizer.
Mm-hmm.
You found this on the beach. You don't know what its origin was, but Zuvak was very excited by it because it affects molecular structures. Like, that's how it works. It's how it's able to etch messages on sand. It's just able to control that aspect.
Interesting. It affects molecular structures. Okay, save game. I'm going to fly up to the dinosaur's eye and use it to, like, write a message on his eye.
Okay. What would you like to write on his eye?
Actually, I'll draw a picture of JFK running in the opposite direction. So he'll think JFK has, like, changed course.
Yeah. That works. He's like totally flips around and he runs the other way.
Yeah.
You bought yourself some time. What do you do?
I'll go come up behind JFK just like before and pick him up.
Okay. So, JFK's freaking out, by the way. You're able to pick him up and kind of move up towards the atmosphere. The problem is that, like, as you get higher up, like, you have a breathing apparatus, but JFK doesn't.
Oh shoot!
So you won't be able to. He won't survive the switch between space and atmosphere. You only have one suit.
All right. Well, then maybe I should have taken a different craft if that was the only way. But I
know, but this is the only craft you can take.
All right.
Because of this atmosphere, this weird atmosphere.
All right, so I'll ask JFK, is there somewhere on the planet that's safe that we can set down for a while?
I do not know if there is a safe place on this planet.
Oh, God.
Everything is dangerous. I can't do it.
Oh, JFK.
There is a dinosaur behind every bush.
All right, so at the very least, I'm gonna like just visually like just fly over the woods and look for a place like maybe near some mountains or something that looks at least relatively safe where we can set down for a bit and figure out a strategy.
You can find that.
All right. Wait, I can find
So you're
it?
in like a... Oh. Yeah. You're in a relatively safe place where you can figure out a strategy for a minute.
All right, sweet. By the way, Yak says Chris's JFK impression is so on point. True. Oh man. All right, so I'll say to JFK, what's going on? How'd you get here?
Yeah, I do not know. I was in the bunker with Elvis, and then the doors blew open. Kind of sound like Carol Channing, or somebody else. And then the lights went out in my head. And I woke up, and there was bright lights. And then I disappeared and appeared here. And then I heard a roar, and there was a dinosaur.
I see. Well, apparently, JFK, you have been kidnapped by aliens, and you are now on planet K6. And Zuvak sent me to rescue you again, so I guess we're doing this again.
Zach, you got to get me back to Earth. This place is a nightmare.
All right, well, I like...
Every time I look out at the forest, I see a dinosaur. Ask not how I can escape from dinosaurs, but ask yourself how you can get me off this planet.
All right. I will ask myself that. Okay, so let's see. I will how will I get him off the planet? I only have one suit. Is there a way like I can share my oxygen apparatus, just like give him the tube or something?
No, it's really just designed for one. It has to be sealed around you.
Okay.
Can't share the suit.
All right. Well, let's like maybe there's somewhere else. There's got to be something we can find here to like wrap him in. Like, are there any like large leaves or anything that like look like they could be made to like?
There's plenty of large leaves, but none that seem like they could survive space.
Shoot.
Or would allow you to breathe for enough time to get onto the tabernacle.
Huh. If we could kill that dinosaur, we could use its hide. But then again, we don't really have tools with which to cut it up, so that's not really...
No, the only real man-made tools you have are the ones you brought with you.
Wait a second. Doesn't the tabernacle have a transporter?
The tabernacle does have a transporter. However, since it's on a skeleton crew, you don't really... Or by skeleton crew, I mean it's automated
Yeah.
crew. It's not at full potential, and you don't fully understand it. But you think you might be able to, and with your limited knowledge of your sand anatizer, you might be able to do something with that.
Do something with that. Can I use the sand anatizer to like restructure his like JFK's molecules into a transporter beam that shoots up to the ship?
You look at the sand anatizer, you're like, this isn't what this was designed for. You think, at least, based on the name, it's designed to anatize sand. But because it's working at such a small scale and just rearranging molecules, yeah, you could do that as long as you kept track of where all the molecules in JFK are right now so that you can put them back together.
But I have to do that. The computer can't. Like, there's no.
Well, no. So the sand anatizer actually has lots of memory to store all the sand anatizations. However, the amount of molecules in a human is astronomical. So you do some calculations, and you think you can store the molecule position of JFK in the sand anatizer, but then you can't anatize any more sand. It's just storing JFK.
Excellent. Wait a second. So is that how sand anatizers work? I'd always thought that the sand anatizer like actually leaves a message in the sand and then reads it. But you're telling me that the messages are actually stored inside the thing, so all it does is remember a location and then...
No, so it does both. It does write it into the sand, but it also... acts as a memory bank. It remembers every message that it wrote.
I see. So that it knows where to find them later, for example.
Well, it has an ID, right? So it has an ID in the sand anatizer that it also writes on the sand that it writes the message to. So then if you find that same grain of sand, you can verify that it was written by that sand anatizer. Which you've only ever found one of, but it has this feature, so that's kind of interesting.
All right. So can I use it? So I'm going to try and use it to dematerialize JFK and store him inside the sand sanitizer, and then just bring him back into the back to the ship that way, if I can.
Okay. JFK is giving an inspiring speech to some ferns when you dematerialize his structure and store him, and he just like kind of, and he gets sucked into the sand sanitizer. It looks like he's becoming sand, is the effect that it looks like.
Oh,
and he's
sweet.
like, and he gets sucked into the sand sanitizer and stored, and the sand sanitizer looks like glows, and you can see the counter of messages getting stored like rocketing up, and boom, he's gone, and your sand sanitizer beeps. Memory full.
All right, let's fly back to the ship.
You successfully fly back to the ship.
Yeah. Woo! Back to the tabernacle. Yeah.
You're back.
All right. So, I will rematerialize JFK.
You can't figure out how to do that.
Oh, dang it. Can I communicate with the ship's computer somehow?
See, the ship's computer, you've just been able to reverse engineer it a little bit. You just know like basic commands because it's just to get from point A to point B. So you can't really. Which is, if you could, though, you probably would be able to reverse engineer it. But, you and Zuvak have been working to crack this mysterious vessel ever since you found it. But it's been slow going.
All right. So let's just fly back to Earth, and maybe Zuvak can help me rematerialize him when I get there.
Sounds good. Okay. So you take off and you head back towards Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And everything's cool. You're on your automated tabernacle flight. And then, it's getting, well, it's in space, so it's not later, but like it gets later, like, it's going for a while. I mean, you're making speed because you're in the tabernacle, but, it's happening along. When you finally start to approach Earth.
Okay.
And then your equipment has come back online, but the radios or the frequencies are kind of mysteriously silent. There's generally more chatter on there.
Okay, that's weird. I'm gonna try and hail Zuvak.
It immediately hangs up. There's no answer.
All right. Well, can I like take my hoverboard down to like Zuvak's headquarters?
Yeah. So you start to approach Earth, heading for Zuvak's headquarters. But before you do, over the intercom, it's like kind of the open channel. There's like a static and a kind of a warbling, and then you hear like kind of a thing. And then zooming out from Earth, you see.
Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Oh, my God, that's so cool. Oh, shoot, it's spaceships. What are these? I feel like I recognize them.
You do recognize them, but do you recognize them?
Huh. Do I recognize them? They're kind of like diamondy in shape. What is that? Like, I know I've drawn ships, like diamond ships that look like that in some of my sketchbooks, but I don't think I've ever used them in a PCG. Have I? Maybe I have. I don't know. They could have been in Balzac Robotron. I don't remember.
Yeah, so I think they were. I'm not sure. I may be getting that design wrong. but they do appear on the PCG website. Gosh.
Let's check that out
They
right
are
now.
there.
Papercomputergames.com.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's that thing. Oh, and there's 2 more of them. Oh, there's a bunch more of them. That is true. Oh, shoot. I totally forgot from the cover of Balzac Globotron. Yes, that is so cool. All right. Now we know what they are. But I still don't know what they are. I mean, like... So, go ahead.
No, so they're... Oh, I'm getting a weird echo now. But yeah, they're all there, and they're zooming at you, and they've got their weapon systems armed.
Oh, shoot.
But they're all coming for you.
I'll try to raise shields, and I'll hail them, and I'll be like, "Hey, who are you guys? I'm on your side."
There's just a brief hail that comes back, and you see the face of a Croden flipping you off.
Oh no!
And shutting off the signal.
Croden! Ah, those Croden jerks. The to explain the reference, the Croden are the evil people from the planet Shri, enemies of Ginkis. The tyrants who've taken over the planet. What are they doing here on Earth? Uh-oh. All right, so I guess I will shoot them.
Okay, how? What's your plan of attack here?
I mean,
and I'm assuming you're moving forward towards Earth, or yeah. I mean, you tell me what you're doing, actually.
I mean, I feel like the best approach would be to like kind of veer to the right and then just veer back and try and hit them from the side as much as possible. Because like right now, I'm like directly in the path of all of their fire. I feel like it would be better to be on the side at least. You know, that would give me a like it would take some time for them to reorient themselves to shoot me, and maybe give myself a little bit extra time to shoot them before they shoot me.
Yep. So you quickly veer away and start turning around, and you know you're a much larger vessel, but it is a very amazing ship. So you're able to pull it off. But so you're able to take out 4 Croden on the right here, but they do get a hit on you. So what do you do now? They're all like turning around. They're kind of oriented now to fly by again, and they know your trick now of that dodge.
So this time I'm going to fly straight into the lot of them, blasting, full blasters, and like try and collide with them. My hope is that they'll, veer away like I'm playing chicken, but even if not, I still destroy them by colliding with them, so it's win-win. And and some of them will probably get destroyed by my lasers.
The bonsai strategy, I like it. You fly straight in, you take out 2 more with your laser fire, you take another hit, another one collides with you and blows away, and you shoot another one, and a third one collides with you. The other 3 are kind of dispersing around. The ship is like pretty wrecked up now, and the tabernacle is basically giving you warning signs. You're close to the atmosphere of Earth. There's still 3 Croden ships. The computer is now telling you need to eject. You need to abandon ship. Otherwise, you could spell dire consequences. What do you do?
Do I have tractor beams?
You think you do, but you haven't figured out how to get them online yet.
Okay, so with the remaining 3 dispersed, I'm gonna. try to fly past them, shooting, one of them if I can, and fly into the atmosphere of the Earth and try to make a landing.
Okay, you do that, you're able to take out one more, but then as you enter the Earth's atmosphere, the whole ship starts coming apart. It's just not built for entering the atmosphere, and it's already very damaged. The 2 Croton swoop in and blow you out of the sky.
All right, save game. To right before I did that, I will instead, hail them and be like, surrender. I've taken out most of your fleet. I'm willing to spare your lives.
They laugh a Croton-y laugh and come in a triangle formation and blow you out of the sky.
Man, these guys suck. All right, save game. No sense of self-preservation. All right, I will. All right, can I set the autopilot to just keep shooting in at them and then eject?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So you can set the autopilot to basically do. It's not like the way the settings are on the ship. It's very interesting. It's not like basic commands. It's almost like modes of operation. You think so? It's like kind of like entire stances. So the one that you set it to is the kind of defense stance, where it tries to defend and repair itself by itself, and do as many intelligent things as it can with that. So it stays. It keeps the Croton ships busy while you jump into the escape pod and blast towards Earth. The Croton realize. It's able to take out one of the ships just by itself, but the 2 others zoom towards you. They realize that you're escaping, and that it seems like they're after you, not the tabernacle, because they immediately shift their focus. Wow. And they zoom towards you, and you can't quite see, but one of them shoots your escape ship, and you start to veer wildly around. It looks like at least one of them was shot down by the tabernacle, but this whole thing, as you zoom towards Earth, looks a little bit something like this.
Oh, a new screen. It's a screen with no lines. It's all color. Oh, wait, there are lines there.
A little bit, yeah. I had to make good on my promise to have a no-line screen.
You deleted all the lines just because I said that.
Well, and also, yes. But this is also the effect is, it's like, and so like you can't see that straight. And it's like this kind of,
awesome.
And as you zoom towards Earth, you think there's still one Croton ship out there, but you can't quite see anything, and you're kind of spiraling in towards the Earth, and the sensors are going nuts. You're trying to stabilize everything. You still have the sand anodizer on your belt. The sensors are pulling you. Like, it seems like the craft is being pulled towards a specific location in the United States. But you can do whatever you'd like. What are you trying to do here? How are you trying to affect this landing?
Well, first of all, I'm going to try and stabilize it and, not land as softly as I can, obviously. But secondly, I want to try, to sort of lightly resist the pull. I want to land near the pull, but not exactly, on it. So I'll kind of go with it a little bit, but give it just enough resistance so I don't pick up too much speed towards it, and I can veer off at the last second.
Sounds good. It's a great plan. You have all the intention for that to work. Unfortunately, your ship is damaged. You're smoking. It's really hard. You think you can adjust your trajectory a bit. That was successful. You're not hitting the target that it's being pulled towards exactly, but the part about like landing gracefully was not successful. The pod smashes into the earth and breaks apart, and you are thrown. There's like some safety equipment in there, so you're not immediately vaporized, and you are kind of thrown smoking from the cabin as the thing breaks apart, and the whole scene looks a little bit something like this.
Oh my goodness! Wait. So is this me right over here? I mean, that smoking dude, like upside down?
Yep. You're lying on the ground, if that's not clear.
And that building, what is that? Do I recognize that
No,
building?
that's your pod. That's your...
Oh, that makes
crashed.
sense.
Yeah, sorry. It's just like in a pit of its own creation.
That makes sense. So those are engines on top.
Yeah, sorry, that wasn't clear.
No worries. This gray tree stump thing over here, what's that?
Kind of drag yourself smoking from the crumbling wreckage as bits of the space pod explode behind you. It looks, I don't know, a little bit like a sewer grate.
A sewer grate? Yes. What are the like? It looks like there are like these 4 blue circles on the top of it. What are those?
At first glance, they kind of look like rivets, and on second glance, they still are, but it almost looks like they're like kind of locked in place from below.
Okay. I'm gonna try and press on them.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Can I use the sand sanitizer to scramble them so that they break apart?
No, the memory is full. You can't use it anymore unless you decided to kill JFK, which would make this whole thing.
Can I? I'll knock on it. Dong dong dong.
After a moment, you hear dong dong dong.
I'll say, "Who's down there?"
This thing's really thick, and you can't quite hear if what you're kind of yelling through. There's like no kind of air gaps in this whole thing, so you think you might hear a vocal response, or maybe it's just an echo, or maybe it's just your imagination.
Okay. I'm gonna try Morse code, and I'm gonna type, like, I am Zach.
Dong, 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 dong. There's a pause, and then dong, 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 dong. Hello, Zach.
I will type, who is this?
Dong 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 dong. It's me, James.
James? James, the British guy from the Nazi machine?
Do you say that?
I mean, well, no. But I'll say James, the British guy from the 1940s, is what I will say.
You dong like a lot, and then you're dong dong. Yes.
I will type, hey man, stop. Can Can you let me in? Stop.
Don't. Trying. Need part.
Huh. I'll type, can I help?
Dong. Yes. Something with torque.
With torque. Huh. I'm going to check inside my craft and see if I have anything that can spin stuff.
Yeah, well, what are you looking for? Like, what do you mean something that can spin stuff?
I don't know, like a screwdriver, a wrench, anything that can rotate objects and provide torque.
Yeah, so there's no like specific tool for that. But and also the thing is exploding and pieces are jumping off. But there are things that spin. If that helps.
All right, like what? I'll take one of them, whatever it is.
Like one of the engines.
Oh. Yeah, I'll take it.
Your hands melt in the heat.
Whew. Okay, save game. Can I take a like a piece of the wing or something that broke off and use that as leverage to pry the engine out?
Yeah. You pull that in and you pry the engine out. The wing melts as you do so, but the engine flops out of its casing and kind of crashes onto the ground, smoking.
Okay, I'll get another piece of wing and use that to push the engine over to the sewer grate.
Okay, you can maneuver it over on top of the sewer grate like that.
All right. So, yeah, I will use that. I will flop it so it's on top of the sewer grate and try and like unscrew the whole thing that way.
Well, how are you going to make it turn?
Well, is it still hot or has it cooled at all?
Well, it's cooled somewhat, but it's still pretty hot.
I'm gonna try and like pierce the side of it with the wing and push the wing to try to like rotate it.
Yeah, I mean it's the wing melts before the engine does, so you can't really pierce it.
All right, save game. Before I push this over, I'm gonna like push the engine into the dirt to cool it off.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it kind of burns the dirt. It's a rocket engine, so it'll eventually cool off, but not anytime soon.
Okay, let's see. Is there any oh, you're BRBing?
Oh.
Okay.
I was just letting the cat out.
All right. I'm gonna see, like, is there an electrical connection on top of the engine that I could like maybe stimulate?
No, I mean, everything is just broken in wires. There's no like real connection you could tap into.
Okay. Huh. If chat has any suggestions, I'll take those. But in the meantime, these 4 things have to be significant. Well, all right, let me just try all the stuff I haven't tried yet. Can I just put it on top and have it melt the grate?
Yeah, I mean, it starts to melt a little bit of it. You get it on there, and it looks good. But yeah, this thing is like it's not like a regular sewer grate. You're also like in an abandoned field, like you don't see anything for miles around you.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of odd that there's this kind of indestructible sewer grate here. But yeah, the thing's on top and it's kind of resting there, but it's not melting through. You hear like dong 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 from underneath.
Oh,
Eventually, it spells out, "What is that?"
I'll type out rocket engine.
It's a pause. Dong dong dong. Huh. Then dong dong dong. That might work.
I'll type how.
Dong 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 dong. Hold on. I have magnets.
I'll say
Dong 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 dong.
tell me when
Go ahead.
and I'll put the engine on top.
It says dong 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 dong. Okay. Do you have a reverse polarity magnet up there? We can spin it, the two of us.
I'll check the ship for any reverse polarity magnets.
There, you don't recognize any specific magnet, but you do recognize some magnetizable metal and some exposed wiring.
Magnetizable metal and exposed wiring. All right, I'm going to try to fashion that into a makeshift magnet.
Okay, you do so. It's very close to electrocuting yourself, but you have it ready. And to communicate with James, and the two of you use your magnetic powers to spin the engine, and it goes really fast, and it's like kind of slots into the kind of X in the middle, and then the kind of spinning torque kind of looks like it like kind of makes the blue bolts glow, and they kind of slowly lift up out, and then the lid just kind of goes and kind of blows off.
Woo!
The whole thing.
Yeah, that's right.
And,
Take that lid. Yeah.
And then James pops out. Oh, why hello, Zach.
James.
Fancy seeing you here.
I know. How's it going? Like, does he look older? Because last time I saw him, he was in the 1940s.
Right. No, he does not look older.
I'll say, you haven't aged a day since like 1942.
Wait, what year is it?
2021.
Good God. Something extraordinary has happened. I must have fallen into a time rift, because the last thing I knew, I was having tea with the Queen, and well, then by Jove, there's a flashing light, and everything went dark, and then, well, I woke up in the sewers.
Oh shoot, James. Well, what are you doing in the sewers? What's going on down there?
Well, look, there isn't much time, but I don't know a lot, but I've started to piece together little bits. But come, we must actually. I'm glad I saw you here. I tried to pull. I saw your signature of your landing ship, but I tracked you here. I tried to signal your ship to land here. So I'm glad that you got my signal. But I need to take you through the sewers. There's much to tell you.
Oh, all right. So that's what that was. All right. Yes. Please lead the way, good sir.
Okay. Yes, but I must warn you. The way is dangerous, for it is the sewers.
The sewers. Yeah. I'll say, well, I am no stranger to the sewers, good James. So
I knew you would be. You wouldn't be. Okay. Well, let's go. And to be continued. That's all I've made so far.
Whoa! Oh man, that was epic. So cool so far. Oh man. This game, so intense. Man. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. Like the tabernacles, like, oh man. As you can see, I'm not very coherent, but this is extremely cool.
Good. I just try to keep you incoherent. That's my goal. You know, it's how I like to keep things moving along. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I actually have made more screens, but I figured out that they don't come in the order that I drew them in. So we need some extra stuff and to figure it out. But anyway, that's the first. I don't know. I guess we'll call it the prologue, perhaps. I don't know.
Oh man.
Part 1.
That is awesome. That whole thing was the prologue. That is so cool.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, like, I've got a rough idea of what to do, and I have specific beats that are going to happen. But, like, you know, there's things in the middle I'm not sure about, so we'll figure it out as we go along.
Heck yeah. Yak says this was some good PCGing. Agree completely. Compact Dev says, I like this game. Me too.
Thanks, Compact Dev. Yeah, I don't know. It's we're going to find out where it goes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I know a little bit where it goes, but I know more than I'm letting on. But we, as a collective, are going to find out.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. True. I must say, visually, it's stunning. Everything, like, probably the best looking PCG ever made.
Well, I don't know about that. Thank you. That's very kind. But it's I don't know. It's just in color.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm also comparing it to your other color PCGs, which also look really good. But I feel like this one is, like, you know, elevated it to a new height. You know, with all the grand space scenes and the you know, like this the second screen with the tabernacle, like the gradient and the rocket fuel, like it just feels very dynamic and very grand and very powerful. So, well done, sir.
Oh, thank you. Try to keep some action happening, some dynamism. How do you call that? Whatever.
Dynamism,
some
I guess.
Stuff going on. Yeah.
Yeah, like, and I must say, it's really good to return to the classic, you know, PCG world, like completely. I mean, there was hints of it in A Scarf's Tale, but like, I'm Zach, you know, I'm getting a mission from Zuvak, you know, like, oh man, like, it's a blast from the past. It's so cool.
Yeah, you know, lots of threads, lots of, you know, we're gonna figure out where it goes. Gonna see what happens, you know.
Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to returning to the sewers. It's going to be interesting to see what that's like, how it's changed since I was there. And indeed, you know, since I don't remember much of what was there, it'll be interesting to find out what was there the last time I was there, you know?
It's true. And it's definitely something that no one's ever said before. I can't wait to get back to the sewers.
Yeah, that is a... You know, like, I mean, yeah, that's a unique thing. Yak says, great job so far, Chris.
No, thanks, Yak. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be, I had fun with this. So, yeah, we'll keep going on it. If you want to keep this anniversary, this commemorative PCG going.
Heck yeah. Yes, sir. Like, yeah, we should definitely do this. I don't know, like maybe sometime next week once you've made a few more screens, or.
Yeah, we're gonna see. I mean, I have like a contract coming up. I don't want to talk too much about it, but so that's gonna be taking some more of my time. So I don't know what I will be able to do, but hopefully I'll be able to do some more screens. It might be, the way this has been going so far is that I'm able to make screens maybe one a day or so. So maybe that'll go down a little bit, and they take longer than normal because, I mean, it's not like they take like a ton of time, but like I have to draw them and color them, and that just takes a little bit longer. So yeah, I mean, it might be just I can't commit to that yet, but hopefully I'll be able to do that, and it may be just short.
All right, yeah, we'll play it by ear. I guess we'll talk about it, as we get closer to next week and see how much is done and how much time you have and that kind of stuff. So yeah, sounds good.
Cool.
Yak says, "Is this on Procreate, Chris?" I don't know what Procreate is.
Yes, it's a drawing app. On the iPad. And yes, I used Procreate to make these.
Sweet. Yeah. Yak says, Zach, you should start going through Balzac Lobotron. Yeah, I really should do a live stream where I show off Balzac Lobotron. Because like now it seems like with the Tabernacle coming back, seems like it's relevant again,
True. We should do a special edition of Balzac where it's you scan all the sheets and then retouch them with inked lines on the computer and then full color.
Oh my
gosh. The whole PCG.
That would be amazing. That would be epic. I mean, like, the good news is they're already fully scanned, so that half the paddle is done. But then the retouching, that, first of all, I don't even know how to do that. And second of all,
well, here's the trick. All you do is you take the image, you bring it into whatever paint program you're using, and then you just put layers over it and you draw over every line.
Sounds simple
And then
enough.
you put another layer of color in there, and probably many layers of color and many layers of lines.
Sounds simple enough.
Yep, it's just tedious.
And with Balzac Lobotron, the tedious would be times 10.
Yeah, I mean, how many screens is it? Like 200 or something insane?
Probably around there. I mean, I know it was well over 100. I don't know how much over. Like, I need to count them again.
Are they all in the PCG folder?
They are. Let me see. I think I have them in the. Are they in Dropbox?
Favorite computer game archive.
Yeah. Balzac Lobotron. Yeah. They're here. I think they should all be here at least. Not. Yeah, they're all here, I think.
And is it one file per game?
It's per game? You mean like per screen?
I'm sorry. No, per screen, yeah.
Yeah, one file per screen, yeah.
Okay, we're going to find out on stream right now how many screens Balzac Lobotron is.
Oh,
ready?
All right. Let's see.
All right, hold on. No, I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
All right.
Well, I guess you could too, but I'm already teed up for this.
All right, you're teed up. I'll let you do that.
You could definitely. All right, here we go. And by my count, is 205 screens.
Whew. Dude.
And that's also counting inventory. So, but that's all screens, right?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. I don't see what else would be there. Let's see, abandoned alien ship. Yeah, wait. Inventory, etc. Some of them are not screened. Like this one is text, but that's like a file you had in game. This is just like a list of crew members you had, so but it was for you to use, so I guess that's kind of a screen. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're all part of the game.
Yeah.
I think you could subtract one from that count because one of them is the Picasa file. That's just like metadata about it. So 204 screens,
Okay.
204 resources associated with the game. But
that's a lot.
it's a lot. It's a lot.
That is intense. Yak says, Zach, if you go through Balzac, I will finish the channel banner. Like, Yak has been doing some art for the channel. He's going to make a new channel banner for the channel, which is awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So that is some motivation. I will try and do that stream now. Reality Stupid.
Yeah, I'm looking through these images. There's actually a lot of cool ones here.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun drawing
fun
those
stuff.
I mean, like, some of it I think works better as just art than as a PCG because, like, or at the very least, it's a very cinematic PCG. You know, a lot of screens that are just there to, like, illustrate the situation and aren't really necessary for gameplay, you know. And I really went overboard with that, you know.
There's a lot of fun. Well, the paper computer game website is the title screen for Balzac Globotron just colored in.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Reality Stupid.
Actually.
Sorry. Go ahead. I was just going to read Reality Stupid's fan account. His comment says, haha, I think PCGs are revolutionary as heaven. More we create, more paper we need, and more trees we'll give attention to. Pretty environmental, huh? I suppose that is true. So yeah, what were you gonna say, Chris?
No, I was just seeing a screen. I'm getting an echo again. That is exactly illustrating your thing about a super cinematic spot from Balzac Globotron. So I figured I'd just share it right now.
Sweet.
Because I think this is like a prime example of cinema.
Yeah. Classic Balzac Globotron. Yes. It's you escaping from that ship. And this one, I think, this screen was actually playable, I think. But it looks very, very like it might not be, you know?
I think it's definitely cool to show action in the scene.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think this is like you're escaping from this alien ship. This smaller craft is you, and then over here on the right hand pincer of the big ship is like a little vortex, and that was the solution. You had to shoot that, and that was how you disable the enemy ship. So it was pretty simple for this big cinematic image, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of look at some of these screens look like some of them are more elaborate than others.
Yeah.
It's like, look at all these things. Wow.
Does this even have... Okay, it has Shri, Chirac, Midway Station, Getzor. All right, I think it has all the systems, so I was just double checking. For some reason, I had a feeling like it was missing something major. But no. Well, anyway, yeah.
Makes sense. There's a lot. Yeah, you should definitely go through all these things. Yeah. And your new kind of Sisyphusian task is to touch up and fully colorize the entire PCG.
Oh no. I'll be working on that for the next 10 years.
Yeah, probably. But
well, yeah. All right, man. Well, I guess for now, I don't know, might be as good a time as any to end the stream. I think I like woke up way too early this morning. I feel like I need a nap. I'm like, And like, also, I got vaccinated yesterday, the second shot, so I don't know if it could be a side effect from that, but I'm like definitely crashing right now.
No, that's fine. I don't have any more game to do, so we're good to go.
All right, dude. Well, yeah, hopefully we can continue this soon, and I will kick your tuchus.
I thought you were gonna go PCG later, but you went like a weird insult way, so I guess that's what we're doing now.
All right. Yeah, that is what we're doing.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, folks.
Catch y'all later.
All right, catch you later. Have a good one, Chris. All right.
Adios.
Adios. Bye. All right. Thanks for watching, folks, and yeah, have a